And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And our pitcher tonight, Cole Reagans. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Here's the third baseman, Carlos Correa. Strike on the outside. And that's how this game gets started. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Perez makes the play, one away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Yainer Diaz.
Yeah, Boog, this lineup is setting up the pins for him right now, and he's just smashing them. Driving runs in at a high rate over the last couple of series, and it just seems like he's enjoying every opportunity he gets in a big spot. Not everybody likes to be on the big stage in those big moments, but right now he does. Those pressure moments almost seem to be what he's thriving off of, so we'll see if any of that comes up in this one.
Cam Smith, batting with one down, takes a strike. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Third, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
2 down, base is empty. Jose Altuve up to hit here. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Late on that fastball.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field.
Batting fourth, the designated
So
hitter,
2 down. Isaac Paredes will hit next. That one out to right. Waters on his way over. Makes the catch, and that is that. So the Astros leave one, and now the Royals will get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Kansas City Royals baseball on the show Midwest. Back here with my pal Singy, and the right-hander with the good curveball, Hunter Brown. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The 0-1. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That's hard hit on the line. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Drew Waters stands in now and watches strike one. That one fouled off. Good job to fight that one off. Nobody out. Runner at first. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting third, the shortstop.
And here now, the lineup for the Royals.
Jr.
And someone who's had success against this pitcher before, Bobby Witt Jr.
This is an interesting guy to have in the lineup because everyone knows his ability to change the game on the base paths, leading the American League in stolen bases. So it's almost like the fear of what he's going to do when he gets on distracts the pitcher from being able to attack him at the plate. Tell you what, he's in some people's heads right now.
Dubon makes the play, and there's 2 down. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Second in the American League in home runs. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Blanco, the runner at first. Outside corner, there's a strike. Out towards right center, that's well struck. And that is gone. He circles the bases, and they jump out front. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Salvador Perez now at the plate.
And in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking about home run number 300. He's sitting on 299 right now.
Perez looking to hit career homer number 300 in this game.
You know, Boog, 300 homers would be an amazing achievement for him. Fewer than 200 players have ever done it. Hit 300, you tied Chuck Klein.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 2-run shot for the Royals this inning, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Reagan's back to work. That's off the inside corner. 1-0.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Witt over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 8, Christian.
And now it's Christian Walker. Swing and a ball hammered left field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Mauricio Dubon in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Slice to right, and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
him looking. That's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They trail it here 2-0. And we're back. And now it's Kyle Isbell. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond. And this guy is at the top of the list. Right through there for a strike. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
So up next, Jack Caglione. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 0-2. Ripped on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Batting eight, the second baseman,
Jonathan India at the plate. Headed down the line. And that drops foul. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the second game of the series. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently. Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Bobby Dahlbeck now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Corrals it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. New inning getting started at the plate. Chas McCormick.
Chas
Reagan's 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. And ball one.
Damn. Hey! 1-1.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That misses.
Outside,
3-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Down to 3-2.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Struck him out looking. Now it's the shortstop, Jose Fermin. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That's outside. And the count is 1-1. That one missed. This to center field. Isbell coming on. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. 2-way down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2 out, space is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to first. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Royals 3 and the Astros nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
We're just trying to dance, yo, turn up the bass. We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know. Taking control. We can take this ride, go faster or slow.
Hold on to every little thing that I'm giving you.
Inside corner, that's a strike. 0-1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Drew Waters.
Drew Waters stands in. He's 0 for 1. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting,
Bobby Witt Jr. at the dish now. He committed to play for the University of Oklahoma, where his dad went before the Royals. There goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. To second for 1, and it's over his head. Tag, got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third. On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one hammered. That's back there. That one is gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
Vinny Pasquantino digs in now. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
High fly ball out to left field. McCormick makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And a run to the Royals lead with this homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the fourth, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Well, these Astros, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Oh, that's low.
Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Smith into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
And that's outside.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is
and now a wild pitch. Smith up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance, works the walk. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance. Action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Diaz batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
And a 1-1. And there's a ball.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Isbell on the move. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 4-1.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him to pick up the rest of those runners on base.
Walker takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Strike 1.
1-1.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Struck out looking his first time. On the inside corner for a strike. Fought off foul. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss, and he got him. They limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Royals 4 and the Astros 1. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. And that's outside. Ball 1.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kyle.
And next up for the Royals, Kyle Isbell. He's already homered here in this one. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. And there's a foul ball. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Didn't exactly square that one out, but sometimes you don't have to. It kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Hunter Brown out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
new pitcher on now, Spencer Arrighetti.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Stepping in, Jack Caglione.
0-1's the count.
In the dirt.
0-2.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one gets past the catcher. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
India in the box now. No balls and a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. McCormick squeezes it, and there are 2 down.
Up next for the Royals, the third baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck.
Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. Flied to right his first time. That one ripped left field. Out of here! That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 7-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So the lineup flips over. Dairon Blanco steps in for the Royals. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Royals grab 3 on this homer. It's 7-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. Reagan's back to work.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Fermin at the plate now as he chases after that one. The other way, and foul ball.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So the batting order turns over. Here's Carlos Correa inside. Ball 1. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. A 2-run shot, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation of the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Smith in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. There's the swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's inside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Next offering misses down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
And 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Drew Waters.
In the air, center field, Dubon hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. And here is Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered in this game. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 2 outs, base is empty. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Chases the changeup in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning. Number 6, and here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. Paredes in his 6th season, 27 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. Here comes a pitch, and that one is inside. Next offering is downstairs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Lined, and that's a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat. Now around second, going for 3rd. And he's got a leadoff triple.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
So digging in, Christian Walker. Right through there for a strike.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Blanco settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tagging from 3rd. Play it home. He's safe. It's 7-4.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner in 3rd, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Dubon batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. They get it in quickly, so 1st and 2nd now, 1 out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Cole Reagans will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher on here, Frankie Montas.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Next one is off the plate. And it's 1-1.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
That one misses. And now 3-1. with the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Jose Fermin up next for the Astros. The shortstop takes the ball. There's the strike. At second, Duvall at first, 2 out of the inning. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. It's the Royals 7 and the Astros 4. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, these Royals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
That one hit to right. Smith sizing this one up, and it's caught for the out.
The center fielder, number 28, Kyle Isbell.
So up next, Kyle Isbell. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And next is the designated hitter, Jack Caglione. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the Royals.
Leading off for the Astros, the third baseman, number 1, Carlos Correa.
Right through there for a strike. Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
That one down the line. Slides for the stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Cam Smith up next for the Astros. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball is outside.
Ball 2.
That one a little bit high, and that's ball 3.
3-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Close pitch there, but you've got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Altuve stands in now and watches strike one. Late swing fouled off. Man at first, one away. Stays alive. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Smith over at first with one away. Line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. In there safely.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Runners to the corners here. One away. Isaac Paredes, the next to hit. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners are at the corners. One away. This one lifted in the air, left field. Blanco sizes this one up. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. And now just a 2-run deficit. And next to hit for Houston, Yainer Diaz. All back to first. And that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kyle Finnegan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Finnegan.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting.
So digging in, Bobby Dahlbeck. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Swings through that.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away. And to the plate for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco. 1 for 3. In the air out towards right center. Duvall on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So up now for Kansas City, Drew Waters. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Swung on, broken back, grounder to third. Bare hands it, tough to save.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Back-to-back base hits. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good, balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boo, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that one is off the wall. The run comes in to score from second. It's now 10-5.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Bennett Sousa into the game. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Now at the plate, Salvador Perez. Now this is in the air down the line. Can get to it. It's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Royals 10 and the Astros 5.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Michael Wacha.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Blanco under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. So next up for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The Royals leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering down low and in the dirt.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I really like that swing, man. He drove it that way. And it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Isbell settles under this one. They got it for out number 2. So a man aboard, and now the shortstop, Jose Fermin. In the dirt, but kept close. Dubon leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell.
Isbell.
Swings through that one.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
In the air, right field. Smith has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's the Royals' designated hitter.